Hey there, Twisted Sage here. Happy new moon. It did happen at almost 1 degrees, but it did still happen at the 0 point of Aries. A bit of a paradoxical. We're going to have 2 new moons, one at the beginning degree and one at the very end degree, 0 degrees Aries, and then 29 degrees Aries. Obviously, 28 days later. Nodes will still be, I guess you would still call it Taurus eclipse. It's a little bit of a blending, which we had with the Sagittarius Scorpio Taurus eclipse. So the nodes, I think it was the opposite though. The nodes were in Taurus and Scorpio, but the sun and the moon were in Sagittarius, Gemini. But which maybe helps us to look greater at the actual planets and the geometrical angles they make versus the signs they're in. Sometimes, or secondary, the signs they're in. First, their physicalness of the planets or bodies. So we're kind of getting a true beginning, true start. But as you can see, the weather, this isn't very Aries-like. The other day, things were looking real foggy, murky, lack of clarity. And I think I spoke on it. I think that morning it did look a bit more clear. But yeah, obviously the sun's ingress into Aries is not following that. It's almost like the South Node trine the Saturn in Pisces, but also that the dark moon got this moisture set going beforehand. So perhaps the fact that the sun ingressed into Aries in a dark moon in Pisces, kind of showing that it's going to be a shadowed year, a messy year. Obviously, if I stay in the profession I'm in of managing ski school, well, I'm in the right industry as long as the people have the desire to move their bodies. But definitely, we have enough snow on our resort to go till May. It's just not financially functional to do that. We'd be losing quite a bit of money to stay open. We live in the times of transition. Like, don't fantastically think things are going to turn around and be good or be the way they were. Perhaps the greater harmonious times are that of, probably 100 years from now. grandchildren's grandchildren. That doesn't mean you can't have happy times and times of turmoil, but don't escape to La La Land, or I'm sure we will have plenty more substance deaths in these next 2.5 years. Saturn, there's always two sides of the scale, opposite swings to the pendulum. The dark to light, male to female, the good to bad, good to evil. Saturn is a harsh planet, a dense planet. Oh wow, what the fuck do we got here? So again, we're probably going to have heavier moisture years because Saturn is a planet of reality. So perhaps concreting the ocean. Huh. I don't know what the fuck. Don't appear to see any hurt nobodies. But this may bring the heavy religious dogma, grounding escapism, grounding delusions, but also crystallizing some people's dreamed up fantasies in a positive manner, not a delusional manner. Yeah, I told my son Jaden yesterday, like, we always are doing something at the time of planetary change. And so some inner voice yesterday told me to check the chart of the moment when Jaden's phone died yesterday, and he sprung up out of bed. And subsequently, it was within the 60 seconds that the sun had moved into Aries. Now I'm sure millions of people had moments like that, but they were not tuning their awareness to how the cosmos turns and how that is not a fantasy but a reality of every moment of your existence on this plane and planet. Start that out.